So yeah, we already revisited all of the levels, and now we're gonna fight Breakman, the fake Proto-Man, whatever. Battle is the exact same as the original game, no changes, so you can even take a lot of hits and you will win anyway, because the pattern is easy as shit. And I think the dialogue here is exactly the same. Oh no, right after we receive the last elements, referring to Gamma if I'm not mistaken, Wiley ran off with Gamma. There you go. Supposed to belong to Dr. Light, apparently. Again, I like the Megaman series, but I'm not an expert at plots or detailed description on story. And the sexy eyebrow, of course, from Wiley. First level. Here you can tell that the first level looks very similar to the actual level 1 in Wiley's castle from Megaman 3. But you will notice that in later levels that tends to change. The design, the places, and the enemies, of course, are gonna be quite different. Here you have to use a Rush Marine very often, but not all the time. Every time you can actually go by foot, try to do that, because you will need the Rush Marine later on, if I'm not totally mistaken. Same thing can be said about the jet. Remember here, weapons don't get refilled. Okay, that was a nice glitch. Yeah, I was saying that you don't have to forget that in here, weapons do not get refilled by themselves once you beat a level from Wiley's castle, so you have to get every chance to recharge your weapon when you get the blue item for you to do so. As you can tell, this is a completely different area from actually the actual Megaman 3 game. And here you have to be careful. Remember not to run out of the rush jet. But here you waste time waiting for the enemies to assemble. So in that case, I don't know, just take a hit if you can. But once again, if you have the chance to get rid of the jet, do that before you run out, you know, run out of enough energy. You will see that the magnets will be very important in a later level. The next level, if I'm not mistaken, you will fucking see that. Probably one of the most brutal parts in the game, if not the most. And as you can see, it's a very short level. The bosses are exactly the same. So if you remember, this is probably one of the easiest Wiley robots from these castles. Remember, you're not supposed to shoot at the guy up there. Trying to remember the weakness. I think you needed to use the top spin for destroying these kind of turtles. But yeah, by destroying these turtles, actually you cause damage to the main enemy. And it's extremely easy. You don't even have to use a weakness. They're going faster, obviously, but still, you do not take so much damage from them. And the spikes down there are not really an issue. That was a very short and easy battle. It's always been like that anyway. Let's go for the second level here. Okay, now using this chance to refill both Rush Marine and Rush Jet, because I'll be using them eventually here, at least the jets. And yeah, here we have pretty much a completely different area from the actual game. As I said before, the enemies, the level display, even the design of the level itself tends to change. Well, of course the enemies are the same from Megaman 3. Of course you cannot expect enemies from other games or complete original enemies either. And if you remember, the magnet weapon is very useful against those eyes. It's really recommended if you don't want to take any chance. in terms of the damage you are receiving. Alright, this is the part. God damn this fucking part. Look at this. You depend on the magnet to survive. I actually never knew you can go downwards as well using this thing. It's amazing. But it got me, I mean, it took me a lot of tries to figure this out, because it's very easy to make a bad move and you end up getting on the spikes. Either at the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. And you have to continue actually riding that thing. But since it left, I'm using the jet, because I don't have any other choice, sorry. Well, in here you are supposed to use the jet anyway, because if you see that item, it's because you are expected to use the jet. And for the sake of time, I'm just taking a hit, or several hits, for me to recover the energy from the jet. I don't feel like wasting time killing enemies and use all of my jet, you know. So yeah, if you can, just take the hit. Or the hits, several. And if you remember, in here we are fighting once again the Yellow Devil, one of the big bosses from Megaman 1. And the weakness, as you can pretty much tell by now, because of the suit, is the hard knuckle. In general terms, this is kind of simpler than the one in Mega Man 1, but not much. You can hit him up to 3 times, I think, with the knuckle, if you are precise enough, and if you time it correctly, I mean. Let's see how many shots I can make. Well, I couldn't make another one, but you can shoot him at least twice. Trying a 3rd time? No, didn't work. 2 times. But that's very good actually, since you have to shoot him like 6 or 7 times in total. Probably 6. Are you serious? But anyway, that was so close. Now I should be able to make it. So yeah, it takes less time, and in terms of patterns, it's kind of simpler than the Mega Man 1 version. So yeah, that's all for now. Next time I'll be finishing the game, since I have to do just a couple of Wiley levels and the final bosses, which you already know. See you later.